Hi, if you're watching this video, you're either Rob or you're somebody else who has run into the same problem and encountered this thread. I'm just going to summarize briefly what the problem is and what the solution is. And please excuse me today, I'm kind of sick and so my voice is a little bit rough. Um, one of the things that people run into all the time is that they will be working on their games or their apps. They will be working in, let's say, the Windows simulator, and they will use a file name, everything works, and then they run their app or game on a device, actual device, and it fails. And the failure source is the case of the file name. In Windows, the simulator doesn't care whether or not the case is correct. Everything is treated as upper and lower case are treated the same. However, on iOS and Android, it's case sensitive, and so you run into problems when you get the cases incorrect and you don't detect it until you get to the device. So that's what this thread was about. Let's see. So what I have done is written a module called caseErrorDetect, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this away to Rob for free since he asked the question and he went back and forth with me in the forums about it. But I'm going to be selling it for a low price on Selfie because I think, I put a little time into it. I think it's worth it. Anyways, in summary, let's take a look at the code. So in this code, what we've got is, if we go down to line 7, you'll start to see some examples of cases where I could be making a mistake. For example, I have a file called bob.lua, which I try to require, and I do so by saying require Bob, uppercase Bob. Now this works in Windows, and I can prove this by going up here and turning off the caseErrorDetect code, not including it, and then running this, and everything works. Bob works, even though it's lowercase Bob. The smiley images work, even though it's a lowercase s. Similarly, I have a script and an images folder where I have another Bob and another smiley. And so, this is where we get into trouble. Pardon me. This is where we get into trouble. So, this all works. I put it out on my device, and it stops working. So what you can do is you can get your hands on caseErrorDetect. Required is the very first line of your project, and then I suggest also running this line, which is promote to error. Basically what it does is it says, instead of just printing the error to the console, is to post a dialog, or bring up a dialog box with the error message in it. Once we do this, the app will fail, and it'll tell us what the problem is and where the problem exists. Line 11 of main. So let's go correct that, make that lowercase, and it's proceeded a little further. Now we're to line 15, line 23, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to end this video here, but I just wanted to explain for people who weren't clear on what this was and where this was going, what I've done. Right now, I should mention, as I release this video, this library will only protect you for require, new image, and new image rect, which are the most common cases. I am also going to put a little more work into the module and see if we can't fix up the sprite related and basically any other case where we are requiring or using a file where the case name could be wrong. I just couldn't think of all the cases right off the top of my head. So if you buy this module or you get this module from me, in the future I will be releasing another version, and when I do, you'll get a free copy and update basically. So if you want to get this now, great. If you want to wait, great. So thanks a lot, and bye-bye.